Whenever you feel like you need a little bit something, a little change, you're not doing your best, you're kind of slowing down, your mental state not the best, change your environment. That literally will help fix a lot of things. Honestly, it'll give you a change of perspective. A little mental clarity, because that's literally what was happening to me. I'm not saying get up and go somewhere or do a whole entire remodel, because you know what? That might not be cost efficient. But you can change your room around. That's still something. That's changing your environment. You can get up and go outside. It's the doing it part, the getting up and starting the process that's, I think, the hardest. And that's exactly what I did. Do you see my room right now? My room is so much different than it was before. Thank goodness. I was going insane. First of all, I feel like I've been in that room for so long. I hate it. I absolutely hate my room. And I hate the color of it. I'm not going to say I hate the color pink. Actually, maybe. But as a person who says they hate the color pink, I gravitate toward pink. And by pink, I think I hated it because my parents were pushing it on me when I was younger. And they swore I loved pink. And I was like, no, I don't. So the minute you make me say I have to like something, I'm not going to like it. I mean, I might like it, but I might try to not like it. Okay, so don't tell me anything. The pink has to go. At first, I tried to do the whole entire wallpaper. I know I wanted to change my room into white. I don't want to commit, so I did wallpaper. I tried doing wallpaper. I didn't like the way it looked. You can see the colors seeping through. It didn't look the best. And after spending a decent amount of money on trying to do wallpaper, I wrote down the cost and I realized it would be way cheaper, way cheaper to literally paint the whole entire room. I think the biggest change of my room was the wall. Once I changed the wall, I saw a vision. I saw it moving toward the right direction. You want to ask me how? Me, myself, and I, babe. I'm so proud of myself for doing that, because the whole entire time I was being told, oh no, it's not possible. Oh no, it's too much work. Oh no, you should wait for somebody to. No. I got up and I was over it and I went to go did it, because I was having an issue with my room. I was like, oh my God, like I hate it here. You hate something, you get up and go fix it. And fortunately, I had the means and the ability to go and do that. I had the privilege to go do that, because I was able to get up in my car and go and get some paint. Pick up some paint and go do it. Don't mind the change in lighting. Sometimes you might not be in a place in your life where you're able to change your environment completely, but that's where you gotta get creative. Sometimes you just gotta you gotta get creative, okay? Where there is what is that one saying? Where there's a way, there's a will. Where there's a will, there's a way. There we go. Where there's a will, there's a way. And I had a will, because I was just so over it, and that was my way. Sometimes changing your environment, you don't even have to do a complete 180 or a 360. You literally could just change the way your room looks. Declutter, clean up a little bit, because your environment will say a lot about your mind. And let's just say mine said a lot about my brain, and it did not help. Honestly, it could be like I was trying to, my eye. The sun is in my eye. The thing is, you can even redecorate, but it doesn't have to be costly. Or you and your friends can go painting. Don't say you mean more friends. You and your friends can go painting, right? And then you guys at the end can switch off. And then you can get the one who has the best painting. Just make sure that you choose the friend that you think has the best painting. But art's subjective, okay? Everyone has great painting, great art. But it's subjective enough for you to choose one of a specific paint that your other friend likes. So that being said, and be patient, because Rome was not built in a day. Let me tell you how long it took me to even. So I already told you about the part that I started. What did I start doing? Oh yeah, I already started painting my room. But in order to paint my room, I had to clean up and declutter around. I'm not gonna even lie. I was really lazy about that. I didn't even move everything out of the way before I even started painting. I was just so eager to start painting. I just needed to start and do something. I needed to physically see change, like, in my eyes for me to even start. But I started painting. For the most part, all I did was kind of move everything away from the wall, and I tried to be very careful about how I even painted. So I tried not to splat. I did end up splatting on the floor a little bit. I didn't get anything on the bed or anything anywhere else, but I did splat a little bit. I will say the fumes, I didn't think anything about the fumes. I did the whole entire paint job in about 2 days, maybe 3 days. I don't know. I was literally doing that 24/7, like sun up to sundown. Like sun up to sundown, I was just painting. And I didn't think twice about the fumes. I mean, it is fumey, but I painted there. I was there the whole entire day. I went out maybe to eat, and then I came back, and then I went to sleep. Like that probably was not the greatest idea. That probably was the worst. But you know what? I'm still here right now. At what cost? At my mental health, babe. that at that cost. Because yeah. But anyways, obviously I also can't hire anybody to paint for me and do all these like little jobs for me inside the house or the room. So what I did was I went on Google. I literally Googled how to paint a room. And it literally gave me like a list in 5 steps. Like, do this. If you need this, I wrote everything down. It was like this pink thing that you do to like fix cracks or holes. You put it on, you buff it out, da-da-da-da. And then I wrote a whole entire list of what I needed. And I went on YouTube to help me a little bit. Girl. Self-taught, baby. What can I say? And I literally... Is this a spider web? What is this? And then I went to Home Depot and I literally went through the aisles to get all the supplies. I did have a hard time. And I asked one of the dudes for one thing. I asked one of the like workers for one thing. And then I was like, do you recommend this or this? And then he told me this. And I was like, okay, like nice. And then I was like, while you're here, do you want to help me find the rest of the stuff? And he was like, anything else you need? And I was like, yeah. Actually, there's a lot that I need. And I would love for you to help me. And he literally took me... God bless this man. God bless this man. He took me aisle by aisle and just literally gave me everything I needed. He's like, what do you need and what are you doing it for? I said, I'm painting a room. And I don't know what I need, but I would love for you to tell me. And he did. He like gave me kits. And then he even went for the cost efficient stuff. I was like, I don't even gotta tell you. He went for the cost of he gave me like the whole entire bucket. I had like the brush, the paint, the whole entire thing. And then I was like, oh, well, do I need this? He's like, no, you can just use this, sand it with this. It was like a one-on-one little 10-minute crash course. Loved it. Went home. Did I start that very day? That very day, I started painting, babe. I started painting. I know you have to do 2 coats. And so then I literally did that. And I painted the whole entire room. It took me like 3 days. It didn't take, I feel like it didn't take me that long only because I gave myself a task where I was doing one wall at a time. And that's how I got the first portion of changing my room started. Only because I needed a change in environment. I needed a whole entire change. I stopped listening to what everybody was saying. I just did it myself. And literally that's when I started seeing results. I literally started having more clarity. I started having what is it called? Ideas. Then I was having more ideas. Before I felt like I had a mental block. I was just on a mental block. I couldn't even think or see. I was like, oh my God, I can't see past this. Started clearing stuff out, throwing stuff out. It looked like a hoarder's den. It was just stuff from I found stuff from middle school, y'all. Literally stuff from middle school. I found a baby lips chapstick from 7th grade. It was pink. So you know it was middle school because why would I do that? Why would I buy that now? Only myself in 7th grade, only my middle school self was buying stuff like that, thinking it would match my skin tone. Okay, shout out to those 2014 days. I was really falling for all those Bethany Moto, that was you, huh? Bethany Moto, you recommended that to me. First process of me changing my environment was literally changing my area, not my vision, but what I look at. And I'm in my room a lot. My room is kind of my only spot where I kind of have my own downtime, my me time. And I spend a lot of time in my room. So obviously if I'm looking at that shit 24/7 and it looks like shit, it's just gonna make me feel like more shit. And I obviously wanted to make my environment a little bit better. And that was my first step, was painting it up. Oh, also another thing is decor, room decor. The thing is if you start buying a whole lot of stuff, obviously it's gonna be costly, but don't be afraid to literally go look around. Different spots. Goodwill. I went to Goodwill today. It was packed, so I ended up leaving. But I found some good, nice things. And let me just say, it might not be in the best condition sometimes, but if you have a vision, I found this lamp and I thought it looked so cute, and I was like, oh my God, it'll be so cute, and I can kind of find something else to cover the top with. But whenever you kind of have your own pieces that you find and you shift through and make and design and redo whatever and remake, I feel like your room kind of has a different feel to it. It means more to you. I'm not gonna lie, it means more to you. Because if I was to go and buy every single thing at IKEA, it would not be cost efficient. It would be costly, and I don't got IKEA money like that. Okay, or let's just say I don't also want to be spending all my money in IKEA furniture, especially for a temporary spot. I do find that when I do find pieces that really speak to me and I kind of renovate it and redesign it and kind of make it to my own liking, it means so much more. Because then I go in my room and it's oh my God, I did that by myself. I made it like that. And also your room is not gonna be matching everybody and their mamas. Not that it matters. Honestly, if you're matching rooms with people, like, great minds think alike. What can I say? I will say that during my whole, and I'm not done I'm not done transferring my room. But sometimes it does get a little bit overwhelming because I feel like I have this vision and I want to do this and I want to do that and I want to do all these things, and then it's not happening fast enough, and I'm like, oh, I'm going too slow. But I can't be putting in work 24/7 because I have other things to do in my life. You know what I mean? So it does get a little bit like overwhelming sometimes, but then I have to remind myself, Rome wasn't built in a day, first of all. Second of all, enjoy the process. You have to enjoy the process. And instead, what I would do is I would fixate on a section. So let's say I'm looking, so obviously when I'm looking at, I need a mirror, I need this, I need that, I need to throw this away, I gotta fix this, it's gonna get overwhelming. But instead, focus on one section of your room, or one section at a time. And that really does help. So I'll focus on a certain section. I'll be like, okay, here I want a mirror. So when I go out, I'll write a list of things I'm looking for. I'm currently looking for a mirror. Like, I want a full body mirror. Another thing I'm looking for is a nightstand. I want a new nightstand. Another thing I'm looking for is a lamp. Another thing, mini fridge. Like, I'm just writing a list of everything I kind of have an idea and I kind of want, and I'm writing it down. And then every single time I go to Goodwill or like thrift shops, whatever, I kind of just keep an eye out for that. And then I just wait for that. I did go to Goodwill today and I found some stuff, and I was like, if it doesn't speak to me, I don't want it. One thing did speak to me. One item did speak to me, but the bulb wasn't working, so I had to leave it. But now I kind of know what direction I'm looking for. So it just does take time. And I know sometimes it's like, oh, you don't want to wait because you want to be there already, but enjoy the process. This is kind of like a mini project I feel like I'm doing for myself, and it's kind of fun. It's kind of like my little side gig I'm doing. Like, whenever I have a little bit of free time or any of my free time. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Right now, I'm on the second phase where I'm kind of cleaning and redecorating my room. I just kind of want to document and film the first half of my transformation and kind of talk about it, because I have a lot of footage, but I didn't really talk in any of the footage. So this is just kind of me talking about my first half of my transformation. And then the second part of the transformation is now going to be me getting kind of room decor and moving things around and kind of shifting the way it looks. Right now it looks like a hospital room. My room currently looks like a hospital room. Not cute. It just looks very empty. So that's the second half, and hopefully there's a lot more visuals of me talking to the camera on those. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Stay tuned. I'll be showing you my second part of my transformation, which is going to be redecorating and rebuilding and remodeling and all that jazz. So have fun. Be the change you want to be. I'm looking at the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. No message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, you gotta go and make a change. Oh my God, the sunset's going. Okay, let me shut up. Shut the fuck up. Okay, let me shut up. I'm gonna go now. Love you. Bye.